Now, what's changed and why in our new training package? And I think that for those who have had the chance to have a look at it, for the update or the units that haven't changed that much or haven't had massive, on a new area, what we'll see is that the guts of it's the same, the content's the same, it just looks different. So the language is different, the layout's different, there are different components, whether it be to assessment guidelines or whether it be to the units themselves. So we don't need to have a heart attack and go to hospital. Not much has changed except for those new areas. Now, as I mentioned, in late 2009, we had a number of impacting government policies, two of which came about in 2009, and employability skills, which has been around for a while. So we have flexibility, skills for sustainability, and employability skills, which are the major government directives addressed in this new training package. So in 2009, the Australian Government, through the National Quality Council, did an investigation into training packages. Marina alluded to earlier that training packages are undergoing a bit of an evolvement at the moment. There's a lot changing, and it will continue to change in the next few years as well. But what this report, Vet Products for the 21st Century, did was identify strengths and weaknesses in the system and pull out a series of recommendations for how we can better streamline our training packages and bring them back to what they truly are, and they are industry workplace standards. There is also an opportunity now for RTO advice, assessment advice, but that sits outside of the training package itself. So it's coming back to that core. And that's what we're moving to. And you might see a shift in the way units are written or qualifications are structured, and that's moving along down the path to better reflect that. But the first recommendation that was implemented by the National Quality Council was the notion of flexibility. So throughout the research process or the scoping process, industry clearly identified that the training packages weren't flexible enough, that they didn't address the industry needs, the local industry needs, and they weren't able to be tailored. And I think Margaret touched on a very important issue at the end there, and that is making sure that these training packages meet industry's needs as opposed to industry meeting the training package and the way that you set that out. So this rule came about. It's a bit of a numbers game initially, but when you look at it, it's not actually that different to what we had in our training package or in the drafts that we were working through. When we look at the total number of all of the units, 1/3 now need to be elective. So when you're looking at a qualification of 18 units, a minimum of 6 units need to be electives. Again, when we looked at our qualifications, it was only the Cert 4 and one of the Cert 2s that we needed to tinker with at the end prior to endorsement. The second rule there is around the importation of units, either from another endorsed training package or actually an accredited course as well. So for those of us who specialise in the makeup area, if there is a fantastic unit that you've developed that specialises in a particular niche area that isn't covered by the training package, you can pull that into the new Certificate 2 or the Certificate 3 qualifications. So that gives you that avenue there. So in the example of 18 units, 1/6, so 3 units can be imported from any endorsed training package or accredited course there. And the other shift we've seen is to make it consistent across all, I think it's 81 or 84 training packages in the system, is to now make the units either core or elective. So what we've previously seen is core or mandatory. We've seen elective, optional, streamlined specialisation, group elective. So it's about making that consistent language across all training packages in the VET system. In our training package, we have core and elective, and 2 of our qualifications have grouped electives within the elective listing.